Swing and a miss to start the ball game. Calvin Castine at Northern Adirondack Central School. It's the 18th day of April 2013, and this is CVAC varsity girls softball. Although they're playing on the JV field, it's Ticonderoga visiting the Bobcats, and we have our first out of the game. I'm a little hesitant when the ball's hit to third on those overthrows, possible overthrows. So that was, let's see, third baseman Kaylee Brunell firing to the first baseman Megan McGee. And with that, Mara Jebb is out, and this will bring up Andrea Rich. Rob Lapierre calling the balls and strikes. Paul Lemoy officiating on the bases. Temperature in the mid to upper 60s. The temperature kept rising as we approached Ellenburg today, which isn't always the case. But we have a strong wind, and I have a feeling that if the sun should get behind a cloud, it's going to cool off quickly, so it might go from nice and warm to a little bit chilly. Defense for the Bobcats, we have Jillian Scott on the pitching rubber. Her battery mate is Alicia Warren. At first base, as we said, is Megan McGee. That's hit to Brunell. And we got two down. I'm going to keep hitting it there till somebody throws it right at me. Let's see. McGee. Then Darby Rabbit, who's at second. Olivia Barnaby at short. Kaylee Brunell, as I mentioned, at third. This is Katie Pallandrini is up. Outfield, left to right. You got Michaela Manor. Scott set. A line shot, that's a base hit. That's hit to Manor. She'll get the ball back in. We got Manor in left, Taylor Durden in center, and Allison Seymour in right field. Non-starters for the Cats are Bailey Beers, McKenna McGee, Taylor Garand, Loretta Garrow, and Anna Lajway. Tim Drolette is the coach, ably assisted by Bill Durnan. Strike to Meg, one syllable, not two, Meg Kempney. 2 outs and a runner at first. Ticonderoga, always a formidable softball and baseball team. Brunell had a busy half inning, and she can handle the ones hit hard to her. Out there was probably being blown away from her as she approached it, and it just popped out of her glove. So we'll go with an E5, but we'll see if there'll be any harm here. If they hit it hard to her, she scoops them up and fires the first, but she wasn't able to do it in that little pop-up. But again, as I said, the wind was blowing at that time, and it was drifting, I'm sure, away from her. It's a fair ball. Both runners at first and second, and Jordan McKee, the pitcher, swings at the first offering, hits it to Brunell. Brunell knocks it down, and no chance for the play. No chance for the play. I thought she'd get the force anyway. But hustling there from Pallandrini, and the inning is still alive. And Kylie Austin, the shortstop, is up. Pitch to Austin is taken for strike one. Bases loaded, 2 outs. It was bases empty on 2 outs. Here's the pitch. There's a line shot. If it's fair, it's going to be trouble. It's a foul ball, strike 2. A souvenir for a lucky fan. A little damp over that area, I guess. See, the grass is a lot greener, and even though it's on this side of the fence, the grass is greener, and it's wet in that area. And you ought to see the other side of the fence. You think that grass is green. So Rob Lapierre digs out another ball. I got 2 strikes on the batter. And the pitch. Strike 3. Right, strike 3 looking high in the strike zone for a called strike. And left loaded. It's nothing across as we go to the bottom of the first here on viewer supported hometown cable. Kayla Manor will lead it off for the Bobcats. The lefty hitters, we're going to have to pay attention to the swinging going on here. It's the first pitch into shallow center field. Kind of a Texas League single over the shortstop for a base hit to start the bottom of the first inning. I'll bring up Megan McGee, and right now we've got Jordan McKee with a K. McGee with a G is at the plate. McKee with a K is pitching. Ball. Her battery mate is Katie Pallandrini. Pallandrini. Strike called. First you got Meg Campney. Second you got your Logan Mars. Strike called. Short is Kylie Austin. Third is Jalen Granger. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just missing. Outfield, left, right. You got Mara Jebb, Andrea Rich, and Taylor Dorset. Let's hit to second. We go to short. The second to the shortstop, Austin covering. That went from Mars to Austin. McGee is on the fielder's choice. We have 1 out. Non-starters for Ticonderoga are Sadie Hamill and Jeanette Kuhn. This is Ashley Warren, the catcher. Ball. I'm guessing Bruce Warren's daughter from Altony. It's it. And we were commenting prior to the start of the game what a good softball player, Peg Warren, which would be Alicia's aunt, was. One on, 1 out. Strike right down the middle, belt high. McKee can fire, as you can see. Don't know what it is about that Crown Point, Ticonderoga area, but they've always got good softball pitchers and baseball pitchers. That's in the gap. That's in the gap. Warren is in at second, and here comes the throw to the plate. It's going to be a little too late, and Megan McGee reaches. Whether Coach Gillette wanted Warren at third or not, we'll never know. But we do know that was a heck of a nice hit and an RBI. And puts the Cats up and brings up the cleanup hitter, the pitcher, Jillian Scott. She swings at the first offering, hits it to first. Unassisted put out for the first sacker, Campney. So Scott is out. And Taylor Dernan, the Lion Mountain Dernans, is up there. Good to see her grandfather Bill Dernan at the end of basketball season. After a long time on the comeback trail, it's good to see him up and about and everything at the end of softball. So hope Bill Sr. is doing well up there in the top of the mountain. Swing and a miss. I believe that's 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul tipped. So Dernan stays alive. We got it first. That's Taylor Guerin coaching at first, wearing number 12. Swing and a miss. So the Cats pick up a run. Garen's going to stay here and coach for the Sentinels, I guess. Cats pick up a run, and after one full, it's 1-0 Bobcats here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Jalen Granger, third baseman, lead off for Ty in the second. Takes it low for ball one. 1-0 Bobcats with a lot of ball game to go. Ticonderoga always at the top of the rankings when it comes to softball. There's a strike. Scott winds and delivers. Strike. 1-2 the count. Swing, drop, third strike. She could have ran. It wasn't a drop strike, but the ball hit the ground before it got to the catcher, Warren, and she's out. Rob LaPierre called her out after she headed back to the dugout. The bench, I should say. No dugout here, obviously. Taylor Dorsett is the right fielder, and she is at the plate, and she's going to hit right at me here, so I got to pay attention. My cat-like reflexes might be called into duty here. Ball. Of course, all the NAC girls have Bobcat-like reflexes. That's high. Anything close, if I'm an umpire and I get a batter ducking like that, that wasn't close, by the way. That wasn't anywhere near being too low, or I mean low enough. But anything close, I get a batter ducking, I'm gonna go with the pitcher if I got a batter trying to convince me it's a ball by ducking under it. The strike zone is your normal stance up there, not where you are when the ball crosses. It's what your normal stance is when the ball crosses. Fouled. You got a piece of it. Wind blowing in, I'd say, almost directly from left field toward us here. So anything high in the air to the left side is going to be problems. That was a full count. That's ball 4. And Dorsett, we suspect, will stop at 1. And brings us to Logan Mars with the top of the order, Mara Jeb on deck. So potential tying run is on with 1 out, and top of the order waiting to step up. That first pitch is hit to Brunel. She's going to go to second. Out on a close one. She's got to fire that ball right away. She kind of went into a full wind-up there. The speed you gain on the throw is offset by the extra time you take to make that full cocking your arm move. So she got her just barely. A good play by Brunel, but I was a little worried when I saw her wind way up. She had a short toss to second. It wasn't like she had to fire all the way to first base. Here's Jeb at the plate with 2 outs and a runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swings at a high offering, hits it into left field for a base hit. Just over the glove of shortstop Barnaby. So well hit ball by the leadoff batter Mara Jeb. Puts runners at first and second. That's Mara Jeb. I'm going to keep saying Mora around the rhyme with Laura, but it's Mara. Here's Andrea Rich. Hits it to short. And that'll do it. Goes from the shortstop Barnaby to third baseman Brunel, and nothing across for the Sentinels. After an inning and a half, it remains Bobcats 1, Ticonderoga nothing here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Darby Rabideau, the batter. Looks at strike 1. Leading off here in the bottom of the second. Foul ball. Oh, and 2 the count. McKee winds and delivers. That's a ball. Ducking, but as I said, I don't like duckers. That's hit to right side. It's caught. So Darby Rabadabadoo is out. And just because I mentioned Alicia Warren's at, don't think I'm going to mention you there, Darcy Rabadoo. Olivia Barnaby, the batter. Strike called. I've seen a lot of Rabadoos come and go in a lot of schools in the Northern Tier. And there's more coming all the time. Strike 3, so Barnaby goes down quickly. And now the third baseman, Kaylee Brunel, stepped to the plate. Ball 1. Foul back. Into the water. Off the backstop and into the sinkhole. It's hit to the left side. For the first of the in time. So the Cats go in order. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go to the third with NAC holding on to a 1-0 lead here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Katie Pallandrini is up for tie. Sentinels will send up their 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Looking to have a big third inning. And Rob Lapierre calls it a strike. Looks high from here, but if he calls that strike zone all the way through, nobody's got any complaints. That's a hittable pitch. Certainly a hittable ball. And just because it looks different here doesn't mean it looks any different. Doesn't mean it looks the same when it gets to him. All things considered, what any coach would tell you is, as long as that umpire is consistent, that's all they can ask for. So you get into a game, you watch what the umpire is doing, and there's a strike. If it touches those shoulders anywhere, he's going to call it a strike, and that's to me is the way to call it. I hate to see a umpire not calling those and end up with a lot of walks. And they're here to swing away, swing the ball. If it's a reasonable pitch, if it catches any part of that strike zone, and make him a swinger. And a swinger she was. Meg Campney doubles in the tying run and brings up Jordan McKee, the pitcher, who's looking to help her cause here. Hit too short. Barnaby grabs, and we have 1 out. Now I'll bring up the shortstop, Kylie Austin. Strike 1. McGee delivers high. That's strike 2. 1-2 pitch. Ball. Just one out. 2-2 the count. 1-1 the score. Third inning. That's fouled. It's not a great backstop they have here because there's no top to it. Obviously it has a top, but there's not very high, so it doesn't have that extra stopping power up there on the high foul balls. There's a soft liner. It's off the glove. Off the glove of Barnaby, and they want. All right. Sentinels trying to get the Cats to throw the ball around, but they wouldn't fall for it. They did a little bit, but not too much. So it's runners at the corners. We'll look for the steal, obviously. Jalen Granger, the third baseman, the batter. Shows bunt, and she's going to bunt in the first pitch. I would have thought the steal would have been on, and I would have thought they were looking for a steal here, but we'll see. There's another bunt. Out at first, toward the plate, and they Warren kind of thinking the play is over after the ball got by her. She's just standing there, kind of looking at it, and she's lucky that the runner didn't score here. Let's not sure what that standing on the plate, I guess. Well, she's fielding the ball. There's nothing wrong with standing on the plate. If she doesn't have a play, then she can't stand on the plate. But if she has a play, she should be standing on the plate. Here is Taylor Dorsett. Oops, I wasn't looking. I was just so I heard the ball hit the fence, and I thought it was a foul tip. So I was looking to see where the ball went, and didn't realize it was not a foul tip. I was checking my sheet here to see who the batter was, and all of a sudden, run number 3 crosses. There's a foul ball. Oh, and 2 the count. 3-1 now. Ty leads here in the third. That's hit McGee, and tripping over the bag here is Dorsett, and nobody seems to be overly concerned. Not sure if she hurt herself when she landed on her hand or if she twisted an ankle, maybe, or a knee. Looks like she's holding her knee here. So we're going to go to the bottom of the third, and it's 3-1 Ticonderoga. And I think we got a sub going to be coming in as she tries to walk off. She's got a twisted ankle at the least, I would say. We got Sadie Hamill in to play right field. We had Garen walking over to coach first, and Bill Durnan's over in the bench saying, "We need a first base coach. We need a first base coach." Straight to Allison Seymour. Leading off the bottom half of the third, her team down 3-1. That's a fair ball. Over to first for the out. So it goes from McKee to Campney. 1 out. Top of the order now, Michaela Manor, the left fielder for the Bobcats. Pay attention, she's a lefty hitter. In tight, ball 1. Strike 2. Out of play. Ball. Strike 3. No, strike 2. Alright, guess I'll have to learn how to count here. 2 and 2, I guess. That's put into play, hit to short. Over to first, so it goes to from Austin to Campney. We have 2 down. And another lefty hitter, Megan McGee, the first baseman, will step in. Ball just a little low and off the plate. Strike. Strike 2. Should point out that Rob Lapierre is wearing borrowed shoes here. He showed up without his official shoes to wear, so you have to borrow a pair. There's a base hit, and it's going to be in the gap. That's going to be extra bases. McGee's going to stop at second. A 2-out double for the first baseman, Megan McGee. Alicia Warren, the catcher. Now, speaking of shoes, I should point out that a funny thing happened to me on my way to the ballpark. I have a couple of pairs of shoes that I slip into, and they sit side by side. Ooh, line shot. And safe at first, safe at first. Warren is safe. Line shot back to the pitcher, McKee. I'm not sure if they're going to go out and check her. I guess they don't want to. They said she's fine. Toss to the first sacker, Campney was dropped. There's Jillian Scott. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Tying run on board for the Bobcats. So I slipped into my shoes and hopped in the car. Fortunately, I looked down at my feet for some reason, and as getting in the car, and there was one shoe from one pair of shoes. Oh, that's an extra base hit right there. That's going to score at least 2. Going to be a 3-bagger. A bases clearing 3-bagger for Jillian Scott. So she's helping her cause. She has tied the ball game. Just as I was getting to the focal point of my story, bad timing on her part. I looked down at my shoes, and I got one shoe from one pair of shoes and one shoe from another pair of shoes. Fortunately, there was a left and a right, but I did go in and get the shoe that I wanted to wear. Taylor Dernan, the batter. Wind really coming now. It's coming mainly, I'd say, coming from the senior housing area right now. Strike 3. So, a couple of runs for the Bobcats. They tie it up. It's 3-3 after 3 full here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Logan Mars is the batter. We are in the top of the 4th inning in a 3-3 ball game from beautiful downtown Ellenburg Corners on this 18th of April. Ball. Strike. A little high for ball. Top of the order on deck. 3-1 to count. Pitch from Scott. Strike 2. Full count. Full count. And the payoff. Hit to second. Nice stop. A glove bender there to Rabidou. A nice stop there at a second sacker. And I forgot to put my lineup here that Dorset's out and put Sadie Hamill in my batting order, so I don't want to get to her spot in the batting order. And all right, lead a 1-out single here, Mara Jeb. Jeb is on. Andrea Rich, the center fielder now. And a pitch from Scott. Get to short, gets through the wickets. And it's going to be runners at the corners. So Jeb was off and running. And the Cats don't send Rich back to first base as long as she doesn't dance around. She can stand there. Once they make a play toward her, she's got to either go back to the bag or back to first base or go to second. They didn't make a play toward her. That's when the ball is back at the pitcher. You can't do that. So the Cats, a little defensive lapse there, allow her to go to second. Here's Katie Palandrini with 2 ducks on the pond and 1 out. Foul ball. Ball. The hard hit up the middle. It's going to score 2 and make it 5-3. Throw comes through and makes me a liar. Keeps the runner Rich from scoring, but on the throw, deep throw, it allowed Palandrini to go to second, so it's still second and third. It's 4-3, and Meg Campney, the first baseman, is up. Cleanup hitter at the plate. Pitch from Scott, fouled back. Tie.
Don't lose her. You got it, Meg. Second to go to first, girl. Be patient.
It's going to be trouble. It's going to be an in-betweener. It's going to fall in. Runners had to hold it up. Runners at the corners. Run number 5 scores. And we got Austin. There's Austin. Granger on deck. This is McKee. Oh, sorry. This is Jordan McKee. Austin's on deck. It's going to go out of play. That's where she was on the throw. And the ball is released, and she was on her way to second, so she gets third. And she gets second. Now we got Kylie Austin up. Run number 6 is scored. Umpires are going to confer. Where was the runner? She was on first. It doesn't matter where she was when the ball was hit, except obviously she's not going to except that if she was on second, then she obviously would have had second made, but she was on first, and it's where she was when the ball was released. So if she had already made second base when the ball was released, then she could have scored on that overthrow. That's the ball. Second and third. Seems like the last 3-4 at bats, it's been that situation for Ticonderoga. There's a ball hit through the left side. And got her on the tag, says Paul Lamoy. Throw to the plate, it's going to be high. So Austin's out, but she gets a run in. And Jalen Granger steps up, but nobody on here. And she is the, 8th batter of the inning. So that means there's 5 runs across this half inning for Ticonderoga. That means they're leading 5, make that 8-3, 5-run lead. Way high. 8-3 tie. Scott delivers. Strike. What's the count there, Rob? 1-2 or 2-1? And what we got? Fix the catching gear. Catching gear is fixed. 2 balls and a strike. Strike 2 bounces off the face mask of catcher Warren. Two and 2. Hit too short. He gets through. We'll give her a base hit. We'll give her a base hit. And let's see, where are we? 9th batter of the inning. Sadie Hamill will step up for the first time. Strike 1 to Hamill. Good play, Barnaby to Rabideau for the out. And it's 5 runs across for tie, 8-3. They lead after 3.5. We're halfway through this one. Jeanette Kuhn has come in. She is in left field. Let's see, she has moved the left fielder Mara Jeb to shortstop, and the shortstop Kylie Austin to pitcher. First baseman Meg Campney makes the catch, and that was Darby Rabidou. She is out. So Kuhn is in the lineup for McKee, the pitcher. This is Olivia Barnaby, the shortstop. Eight, 8-3 tie here in the bottom of the fourth. Austin delivers. Got a late swing. 1-2. Foul ball. Trying to remember if that's Windy Acres or Breezy Acres or what they call that senior center over there. Strike 3. So Barnaby goes down swinging. And this is Kaylee Brunell. 2 outs, nobody on. Ball 1. Strike. Ball. Ball. Just low. Full count. And a pitch to Brunell. Put into play. Maybe throw to first in time. That was a close play. Hit anywhere else and handled that way would have been a base hit, but the second baseman Mars had a short toss, so she was able to get Brunell. So we'll take a look at the fans that are here. Enjoying the game. And we'll be back for the 5th inning. We've got Logan Mars leading off. She led off the 4th inning and Sentinels scored 5. She's leading off, the 4th. Now we're in inning number 5. She's leading off again. Foul tipped. 1-1. It's cooled down a bit. And the wind is blowing, so those folks without a windbreaker on are probably feeling a little chill in the air. It's a base hit. Falls in left field. I'll make sure the fielders haven't changed here. Number 3 is Manor. Every once in a while, Somebody sneaks in the batting order, and I'm not aware of it on occasion. Here's Mara Jeb. She bunts it. Bernal will have to hurry. There'll be a hit from Manor, and Andrea Rich will step up. Strike. First and second. Nobody out. McGee delivers. Line shot, that's a base hit. Safe at the plate, and with the throw to the plate. Jeb reminded to run to third, then not just enjoy watching the throw. So Rich is on. Katie Palandrini is up for tie. Strike called. There's a base hit off the glove of Barnaby. And the bags are full. Bags are full of Sentinels. And Meg Campney, first baseman, is the batter. Strike one. Nobody out, as I recall here, so this could be another big inning for Ty. Hit on the ground, juggled. Whoa! 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 They're gonna let that go. She is out. She was out and she ran. They're going to confer here. Two things happened there. She ran into the fielder. Second thing is she ran to third, which would distract the fielders. Now she should go back to first here. No. Now Paul O'Malley catches on. She's got to go back. And a runner at third. Wondering if it's a dead ball situation. Getting some help here. Gary McGee gladly helping out. You make the call. Or that used to be a thing called you make the call. The coach's is interference. So it's just a matter of whether the umpires interpret that they could have turned a double play. I don't think there was any chance for the double play. So is this runner out, or is she gonna stay on? So it's just let's see if she stays on the bases. She does. So it's not, they're not calling a double play. They're just calling the interference, which created a situation where the umps would call a dead ball, so runners cannot advance from that point. I didn't think they would justify a double play on that. Those runners at the corners, one out. Ty shouldn't worry about getting that run in. Let's see who we got here. Jeanette Kuhn up. She's up for the first time. Just one out. She pulls the bat back, strike. Campney hoping to draw a throw, but no such luck. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Taking a chance. Taking that throw to third base. The ball gets away. Another run will score. Hit to second. Robbie is going to come to first for the second out. Run scores. So an RBI for Jeanette Kuhn. Advanced the runner. Drove in a run. And Kylie Austin, the shortstop. Let's see. Where are we here? She is trying to figure out how many batters. Dead ball hit the runner in foul territory. Hit off the forearm of Campney, the first baseman. Let's see. Trying to figure out how many batters this is so I can figure out how many runs have scored. Strike called. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th batter of the inning. So it sounds like 3 runs in. Drop third strike. And they get the out. On the throw to first. So 3 more for the Sentinels. They now lead 11-3, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Allison Seymour, the batter, leading off the bottom half of the 5th. The team down by 8. Swing, foul tipped it. Ticonderoga visiting Northern Adirondack. They are at the extremes in the CVAC. Ticonderoga, see, that goes from second baseman Mars to first baseman Campney. Ticonderoga in the southeasternmost part, and Bobcats in the northwesternmost part, so they're diagonally the furthest. Michaela Manor, leadoff hitter, is up with 1 out. Ball. I'm glad we're able to get this game in today, because tomorrow looks like it might be a wet one. I'll get a Chazy kindergarten program in the afternoon and Northeastern talent show in the evening, but I may not get a softball game in. Because of the weather or baseball, whatever I decide to cover. Megan McGee now. As Manor walked. Strike. Manor dashes off first. Ready to go. Swing and a miss. I'll be back in Ellenburg on Saturday for the confirmation going on there at St. Edmunds. After visiting West Shazy for the confirmation going on there. Like 3 called. Well, I may see some of these young ladies on Saturday. There's Alicia Warren. Ball. It's way high. Ball gets away. And Manor in at second base. Forces Paul Lemoy to move down. In position for a play at third. Ball 4. So that's a walk to Warren. And bring up the clamp hitter Jillian Scott, the pitcher. Ball 1 to her. Strike. In foul territory. It is squeezed by Campney for the out. Cats are scoreless in their half of the 5th. We go to the 6th. It's 11-3 Ticonderoga. Okay, Bobcats have made some changes for the 6th. There's a bunt. Foul ball. This is number 2 in the program. Yep. Jalen Granger. Changes for the Bobcats. After this next pitch, we'll pass that along to you. Oh, she's going to swing and hit it to one of the changes there. McGee over. McKenna McGee now playing center field. She's in the batting order and defensive position for Durnan. Now we got Sadie Hamill. Takes one tight for a ball. We're going to have a stolen base here for Granger. Let's see. In the right field, you've got we got Bailey Beers in for Allison Seymour. And at second base, you got Anna Lajway in for Darby Rabideau. We're in the 6th inning. It's 11-3 Ticonderoga. Ball gets away, so it'll be a runner at third base. Nobody out. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. So a walk to Hamill with runners at the corners. This is Logan Mars up. Strike called. And a score. Had a good shot at getting her, but didn't happen. So run number 12 scores for Ty to make it 12-3. Runner at third base. Nobody out. Strike. Ball. Strike 3. So Mars is out. Top of the order, Mara Jeb now. Wind starting to pick up a little bit. So those folks like Jeb here who have no sweatshirt on, gonna start feeling a little chill, I would think. Strike 1. I know I'd find it a little chilly out there with without a sweatshirt on. Your gear again, or you gotta fix it? Can't just throw it away, you gotta fix it. There's the bunt. Barehanded. First, throw to the plate. Run number 13 scores. So what is that, 1 out? Or maybe 2 outs. I think it's only 2 runs in, so we'll find out soon enough. Andrea Rich at the plate. Either it's 1 out and 3 in, or 2 outs and 2 in. Strike 1. I believe there are 2 outs. I think I recall the play here at first base. Besides that one. That's going to be an extra base hit. That's in the left center field gap. Good effort there. She'll get 2. Good job of getting over there. Of course, the wind is helping a little bit, but it's still a nice job of getting over there for Manor. Here's Andrea Rich. That's not Andrea Rich. That's Katie Pallandrini. Rich is on at second base. Thank goodness they got numbers on. So Pallandrini at the plate. It's out of play. Long-time viewers know that I don't like to mention when good people pass on, because it gets into a situation where you say, hey, you mentioned so and so, but you didn't mention my father or my brother or my uncle or my mother or whatever. But I can't let Muggsy Favreau's passing go without mentioning his name. From Saranac area, member of the Umpires Association, and a heck of an overall sports fan. I'm going to miss seeing Muggsy at the playoffs and all the Saranac games, particularly at the playoff time where he and his cohorts get together, or in the past have gotten together, and you can always count on them being there. So Muggsy passed on, I believe, yesterday. Not in the paper yet today, but I heard about it last night. So again, we don't like to start mentioning folks who have passed on, because we know darn well we're not going to remember them all, and don't want to make any hard feelings by mentioning somebody and not mentioning somebody else. Hit to short. Barnaby's throw is in time for out number 2. So it goes from, that's the third out. Okay. That's the third out. So it goes from Barnaby to McGee, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Well, it looks like Jordan McKee is back in for Ticonderoga. So that means that Coon is out. And we've got Michaela McGee up for the first time, taking a strike here in the bottom of the 6th. He's in for Taylor Durnan. Hit to third. And she's out at first. A good scoop by the first baseman Cantney on the throw from Granger. So 1 out, and Anna Lajway for Rabideau is at the plate. Lajway takes the strike. I've got 13-3 for a score. Could be 14, but I don't think that extra one will end up being in play. But the Lajway is out swinging, which is always a good idea to be out there swinging. Second base, shortstop, Olivia Barnaby. Strike one. Line shot, that's a base hit. 2 out. Single for Olivia Barnaby. And brings up Kaylee Brunell, the third baseman. Ball 1. Must have been off the plate. Foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out. 6th inning. Swing a little late. Strike 2. Looks like Campney was heading for the dugout bench there. I think it must be 2 outs then. Yeah, I guess there are 2 outs. That's fouled back. That's right, 2 outs. I forgot Lajway was 1 down swinging there. Forgot about that. So 2 outs. Bailey Beers on deck. Strike 3 at the knees. So, nothing across for the Cats. We're going to the 7th with Ticonderoga holding a commanding 13-3 advantage here over NAC. Meg Campney at the plate. She's the first baseman. Swings at the first offering, hits it deep to left field. Wind whip. Look out, ladies. Look out, ladies. Manor had that there. What you doing there, McGee? Huh? Finders keepers there. Well, Manor can't just assume that McGee knows that she's got it. She's going to be hollering out, I got it, I got it, I got it. And McGee should have been hollering the same thing, because she might have had a chance to catch it also. So we got who we got here? Jordan. Oh, Jordan McGee. Yeah, McKee. Jordan McKee back in. Ball. Now the wind has died down. I just had a bug attack me. About time they start crawling out from underneath over there hiding. Alright, that was yours there, McGee. McKee said if you want one, McGee, I'll hit you one. So I guess the next one will go to Beers in right field. Kylie Austin. Shortstop and sometimes pitcher. Hit to Brunel. Throws wide. And Beers, good job here. Good backup there by Bailey Beers. I like to see those outfielders involved and not spectators out there. Backup stuff in the infield. So it keeps the inning alive, and Jalen Granger takes strike. Steal of second. Hit. Fair ball. Should score the run. Throw should have gone to second. Keep that runner at first. Now you got Sadie Hamill. Good job. Brunel to Scott. No, not Scott. McGee. A run. So that's 14-3. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. We got Megan McGee up in the coaching box, and we got Bailey Beers up for the first time. And top of the order is due up. We'll see if there'll be any subs after this. It's 14-3. Sentinels leading. 2 strikes on the batter, Beers. She goes down swinging. As we said before, better to go down swinging than looking. Now we have 17. It's Loretta Garrow. Loretta Garrow hitting for Michaela Manor. Strike 1. Strike 2 called. Anything close, you gotta be protecting that plate. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, good swing. A good swing on a good pitch. And this is Taylor Guerin. She's the one who has been coaching here at first base through the Bobcats half of the game at bat. So she's up there. So everybody will have batted for both teams today. That's always nice. Circumstances don't always allow that. But that's happening today. On this 18th of April, 2013. We're waiting for the ball. Perhaps it's good enough. McKee lines and delivers. Down, hits it to third, throw to first. Gonna be out of play, and the game is still alive. She'll get second base. So Garen will go to second on the overthrow. A little wet down there in the ditch behind us. So Alicia Warren will get a chance to bat again. She got her 2 outs, runner at second. Warren fouls it off, strike one. Strike 2 called. And a pitch. Fair ball. Ah, yes, just inside the line. That's going to score a run. Warren into second. She will stay put. And driven in run number 4 for the Bobcats. So I've got, what have I got? 14-4 now. And cleanup hitter Jillian Scott, the batter. She hits it fair. Bounced off the plate and became an easy play for the pitcher McKee. So a 10-run victory for the visitors. Ticonderoga Sentinels defeat the Northern Adirondack Bobcats. And that's the way it was in CVAC varsity softball on this April 18th. 2013, you're watching viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Win, lose, or draw, TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable. Thanks for watching, and for those of you who understand what viewer-supported local television is all about.